Good morning. I am C.V. Krishnaveni, lecturer in Computer Science from SKR and SKR, Government College for Women, Kadapa. This is lecture 3 in Core Java. In this session, I am going to explain you features of Java. The following are considered to be features of Java: simple, secured, platform independent, robust, portable, architecture neutral, dynamic, interpreted, high performance, object oriented, multi-threaded, distributed. These are all considered to be features of Java, and I'll explain you one by one in detail. First of all, we will see why Java is considered to be a simple language. The syntax is user friendly. If you know the syntax of C and C++, then it is very easy to learn Java. There is automatic garbage collection in Java, and there is no need to explicitly manage memory. There are no complicated features like operator overloading, pointers, etc. as in C++. So these made Java language simple. Java is considered to be a secured language as it uses runtime environment of its own with almost no interaction with system OS. For example, look at these figures. If C and C++ application wants to run, they use runtime environment of operating system, whereas Java application uses its own runtime environment, which is called Java Virtual Machine, in order to run the programs. So there is almost no interaction with the system OS to execute Java applications. The components class loader, bytecode verifier and security manager of Java makes it much more secure. The class loader loads the Java classes into JVM dynamically. It separates the package for the classes of the local file system from those that are imported from network sources to provide security. The bytecode verifier checks the code fragments to identify illegal code, if any, which violate access right to objects. Coming to the security manager component, it determines what resources a class can access, such as reading and writing to the local disk, is determined. Next is platform independent. Java is compiled into bytecode, an intermediate format. This bytecode can be run on any machine with Java Virtual Machine. Look at this figure. This is the Java program. When we compile the Java program, bytecode will be the output. This bytecode can be executed by any of the platforms. They can be executed by Linux operating system or Windows operating system or even Mac operating system. Java programs is written once and can be run that Java program in any of the operating systems without recompiling. Hence, Java program is considered as write once, run anywhere. This concept made Java platform independent. Java is robust. Java has automatic garbage collector, which helps to get rid of objects which are not being used by a Java application anymore. This makes memory management stronger. Java emphasizes on compile time error checking and runtime error checking to eliminate error-prone codes. Exception handling mechanism also makes Java robust. Java programs can be on any platform like Windows, Linux, Mac. This makes it portable. Java programs, applets can be transferred over World Wide Web. Java compiler outputs a bytecode which is executed by Java runtime system, which is Java Virtual Machine. Once JVM is installed for a particular system, any Java program can run it. Hence, Java is considered to be a portable language. Java is architecture neutral because it is not any particular machine dependent. It is neither dependent on operating system No implementation dependent features like the fixed size of basic data types, etc. as in C. So Java is architecture neutral. Java is dynamic because it supports a substantial amount of runtime type information to verify and resolve access to objects during runtime. It supports automatic memory management, loading of classes on demand, etc. Hence, Java is considered to be a dynamic language. It is interpreted. Java is interpreted. Java outputs bytecode after compilation. This bytecode can be interpreted by any platform by JVM, which makes Java portable and platform independent. So look at this figure. We have a source file .java, a file. During compilation time, compiler will convert this .java source file into .class file, which is in bytecode format. Then this bytecode will be interpreted by JIT. JIT stands for just-in-time compiler, and this runtime interpretation will be done in JVM, Java Virtual Machine. So that will be converted. This JVM, JIT in JVM, will interpret the bytecode into the machine code relevant to that. So native code is generated. That equivalent machine code will be generated during runtime. So usually C, C++ are considered to be compiled languages. Here Java is interpreted language also. So we can call it as it is both compiled and interpreted language. The Java shows high performance. Java is faster here, faster than traditional interpreted programming languages because Java bytecode is close to native code. So usually interpreted language is considered to be slower compared to that of compiled languages. Whereas Java, first we will be performing a compilation, then bytecode is generated. As it is closer to the native code, the Java in particular is a little bit faster than the traditional interpreted languages. JVM can execute them faster. So Java shows high performance. Java is a pure object-oriented language. Java supports object-oriented programming concepts such as abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. These are considered to be OOPS concepts that will be explained in detail in the next coming lectures. Multi-threaded language. It supports multi-threading. Multi-threading concept allows to write programs that can perform many tasks simultaneously. This multi-threading feature allows to develop interactive applications that run smoothly. Java language is designed with integrated support of multi-threading capabilities. Hence, Java supports multi-threading. Java is distributed. Distributed feature enables the user to access files by calling methods from any computer on the internet. Java supports distributed environment by creating distributed applications using RMI and EJB. RMI stands for Remote Method Invocation and EJB stands for Enterprise Java Bean. So Java enables this distributed feature. So let me recap the lecture 3 concepts which I have covered. So I have explained features of Java which are simple, secure, platform independent, robust, portable, architecture neutral, dynamic, interpreted, high performance, object oriented, multi-threaded, distributed. Thank you. We will meet in the next session. Thank you. Bye.